Hello there, beautiful people. How's it going? Let me ask you a question. How much do any of you actually trust the media? At this point, if I'm being honest with you guys, I actually trust the consistency of the liberal media far more. Now, their accuracy, I don't trust very much, but the consistency, yes. You know what their angle is. And their angle is always virtue signaling. Now, I have to say, there is a lot of people, even in the conservative media, that simply does not have the ability to resist some virtue signaling. And this, unfortunately, includes a lot of people I personally really like and respect. I gotta say, a lot of people on our side of the political spectrum, they got a virtue signal too. Now, I'm going to end the opinion piece right here and just focus on the facts. From this point onwards, if I try to pass an opinion as a fact, please call me out in the comments. We're going to talk about the story of Ahmaud Arberry. Now, when this story came out, the narrative presented by many is that Ahmaud Arberry was just a jogger, trying to jog through a mainly white neighborhood, and he was hunted down by two white guys in a truck toting them big guns. Now, for those of you following me for a while, you would know that claims of this nature would get my spider sense tingling. Now, while the original video really had bad optics, the recent round of video, while still has a lot of unanswered questions, some narratives fall apart. Namely, that Ahmed was just a jogger. That does not hold up. Now, I just want to pause on the sidelines for a few seconds. A lot of people, to my utter disgust on the conservative spectrum, have also been pushing this just a jogger who was hunted down narrative. I did not appreciate that. Now, here's a step-by-step guide of what we know for sure. Now, Ahmaud was not just your friendly neighborhood jogger. I mean, he may have had a passion for jogging. That's one of those things that would fall into the opinion column. What is not in the opinion column is that Ahmaud is either trespassing into properties, or a worst case scenario is potentially casing a property for burglary. The worst case scenario also would be something based in the opinion column, I guess, but Ahmaud is a suspect of burglary. Part of the suspicion could be these video footages, or there may be something else we do not know at this point. Understand that this whole incident happened back in February. This is May. So a lot of things that we know, that we see surfacing online, is not the entire story. There's additional videos, additional footages that's still not out there. So we have to keep that in mind. Now, on the day of the incident, Ahmaud was not jogging. There's him, let's call it strolling, just a casual walk, and you see him run into a house that is most likely being remodeled. And then he runs out. I imagine this led the McMichaels to believe that they witnessed a crime, or a trespassing with the intent of a crime. I am basing this on the 911 call that followed immediately afterwards.
Glen Brunswick Communications, Operator Smith.
Hey, I live out at Steel Storage.
Okay.
There's break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or that house's address?
Right at, Steel Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
Now, at this point, Gregory and Travis McMichael pursued Ahmaud on their truck. This is a fact. It is also a fact that this is within the confines of Georgia law. You can make claims that maybe they should not have done that, or that maybe they're being overzealous, but that is your opinion. This retired police officer has the opinion that he wants to take a more active role to keep his neighborhood safe. That is his opinion. You can debate that till the cows come home, but what we know for a fact is that at this point, in their pursuit, they have not violated any laws, they have not committed any crime. And at this point, if anyone's behavior is a violation of the law, it is Ahmaud's. Does not mean he deserved to be shot and killed. I'm not making any conclusions of that nature. I'm just stating the observation at this point. Now, in the pursuit, the McMichaels are armed. The son is carrying a shotgun. The father is armed with a pistol. You may have your opinions about that, But this is also not a violation of the law. Georgia is an open carry state. Now, if you're triggered by a shotgun being naked in public, that's on you. The McMichaels at this point has not committed any crime or have not broken any law. Now we come to the point of contentions. The first matter of dispute is the claim that the McMichaels performed or tried to perform a citizen's arrest. It is not clear that a citizen's arrest could have been performed in this case. Trespassing is a misdemeanor, not a felony. So the rules on citizen's arrest is a little unclear for me personally. I think for citizen's arrest, there has to be intent of a felony, I think. But even if there is intent of a felony, I'm not sure if a citizen's arrest is appropriate in this case. If someone here is a lawyer or if someone has a greater understanding of law, in this case Georgia law, please feel free to comment below. Now, as the McMichaels caught up with Ahmaud, a confrontation resulted. We have some footage of the confrontation. It is clear that Ahmaud was trying to take the gun away from Travis. Now, here is what will settle the case. This is what determines if it's a wrongful murder or self-defense. If Ahmed was fearing that he will be caught for potential burglary, and if he initiated the attack on the McMichaels in an attempt to take the shotgun away, at that point the McMichaels would be justified in shooting him. Not because of the trespassing, not because of the burglary, but because at this point in time, Ahmaud is trying to take a shotgun away. He's forcefully trying to take a weapon away from a citizen. That itself is a crime on its own grounds, and that itself merits self-defense. On the flip side, if it turns out that Ahmaud was threatened with the weapon, he acted in self-defense, then the whole thing flips. Bear in mind, even if the McMichaels had asked Ahmaud to stop and wait there for the police, he is not obliged by the letter of the law to comply. I mean, he's not obliged to actually wait there. He can walk away. Of course, he's definitely not allowed to attack him. Now, I do not know what happened. At this point, we do not have evidence to settle the latter point of contention. I'm sure there's more evidence out there, but all the footage has not been released. Keep in mind, this whole thing got, online notoriety about 3 months after the entire incident took place. So there's a lot more video footage out there than what we actually see. As of right now, the only person that we can see to be in a clear violation of the law is the man Ahmaud. And the optics of the video footage we have, up until this point that is, does point us closer to the direction that the McMichaels was acting out in self-defense. That being said, something could surface tomorrow or the day after and we may get new information. You can point to several judgment calls. There is claim that the McMichaels cut Ahmed off with a truck, and that would be a questionable call in my opinion, but the evidence for that I'm not convinced exists. And also, I would like to humbly request members of the media to stop sowing racial divide. There is absolutely no evidence to indicate that this entire incident, any part of it, was motivated on racial grounds. Keep in mind, Ahmaud is a suspect in a burglary. He has been a suspect for a while. Gregory McMichaels is a retired police officer. So this is not motivated by race. His pursuit of Ahmaud was motivated by his instinct, which was motivated by evidence. So let's not try to make this racial. I beg of you people. Alright guys, that's all I had to this one. I know a lot of unanswered questions, but I'm sure we'll find out in the near future. Alright guys, so please press some of them buttons below. It will help me stay in touch with you all better. Until next time.